Okay. Oh no. Damn touch screen. Okay. Finally got it all worked out, and it's Graham here with the latest updates on the beta pre-launch of We Share Abundance, and it is October the 18th, 2021. And we should be streaming on Twitch, YouTube, and in our Facebook group, We Share Abundance publicly. And that's where I'm heading right now to just make sure that I haven't dropped a clanger and things are working as they should be. So let me get to Facebook and We Share Abundance publicly and refresh the page. Scroll down and hopefully seems to be working okay. I think we're okay. Okay, and we've got Russ Cowley at the top of the comments from the UK, and then we've got Nigeria, New Zealand, and USA, Southern Alabama. So already we have Europe, Africa, Australasia, North America, and we've got South Korea just come in. That's Asia. We're only short of South America from the 6 major continents. We don't have many penguins as members, so we'll skip Antarctica. We don't have any polar bears either. Okay, we've got India, and somebody is saying, "Sir, where were you?" I was here, and I still am. I'm in the UK. I'm in Cornwall in the southwest corner of England, and we've got Canada just popped in, Nova Scotia, and it's a cold, a damp, dark Cornwall at the moment. It's dark because we're getting into winter. The hour changes soon, so it'll be even darker earlier. But that's where I am. We've got Burundi as well, just popped in. Right. I've got a couple of Skype messages, and I'm hoping one is an update from Devyani, and it is just and can you call the States on the phone? I don't know what that means. Whipped and bugs. Okay, not a lot of updates there. I'll give them to you in a moment. One thing I want to do, I want to show you the power of hitting a tipping point, if you like, when something just gets to a point where you can't stop it. And to do that, I'm going to go to I need to open it on another browser, otherwise it's really, really difficult. Let me copy the URL. And if we go here and here, I'm sorry, I'm messing about here, and I'll be back with you in a second. Log in with your oh dear, what a pain. Just a minute, I've got to verify that this now using a new browser. Okay, it's 564917. Once I get this done, I'll be able to share it with you. 564917. Okay. Right. Now I can share the screen. So let me go to the app and click on share screen. I want to do this now because I want to show it you again later. So that's the reason for this. Share and go back here, show on screen. Okay, we've got it, and this is one of the free programs that we're promoting, and it could be very lucrative if they pay anything like what they're claiming they're going to pay us. I don't know when they're actually going to launch, but what I want you to look at now here is this number, 65,772, and that's the number of people we now have in our downline. And when I say our, I mean our, because this isn't my account, although it's in my name. It is our account. It is the corporate account, and anything that comes in through this account will benefit We Share Abundance, and of course that benefits everyone, including me. But it doesn't directly just come to me and I run off with whatever funds are created, and it would be sizable with this sort of number of downline. But there's the number, 65,772. Okay, so I'm going to go back here. We'll come back to that later on, but I just wanted to show it you, and that's where we are with that. And now I've lost Facebook now. Here we go. Okay. So where were we up to? I know we had Burundi, and we got the Bronx, Jennifer from the Bronx, and we've got, so please give us some benefits. There's hundreds of benefits. The biggest benefit is being a member of this community and learning that the most important things in life are loving service, because you will never be happy until you start practicing that. That's the biggest benefit for you, no? Okay. And we got Nigeria, and we got more from the UK there, Dave, and we got more from Nigeria and South Africa and the UK again, and Biafra, and Poland on vacation from Paula Anderson. You're normally in Holland, I think, aren't you, Paula? And somebody, my wife, my angel, has just brought me some water. And then we've got. Yes, I'm going to do the prayer in a second, Deborah. I like to give it a few minutes just to make sure we've got everybody here. We've got more from India and the UK, and more from India. And we're nearly 10 minutes, so we will now, as requested, get on to our short little prayer. Dear Heavenly Father, we are so grateful for you, and we ask that you bless the We Share Abundance community, that it may fill each member's heart with unconditional love. And through that love, that each member may find the joy of service. And through that service, that each member may attract into their life everything that they want and need from you. Amen. Okay. So there we are, and we've got more from India. Namaste. I'll have a sip, seeing as we've got some water here. Excuse me. So I think most of you know that we are in the throes of eventually, after 12 months of working on the new site, almost ready to launch. And the report from Devyani is very brief, but it's very poignant. So I'll give it you word for word. Status: worked on bugs reported by our testers. We'll fix the reported ones by tomorrow, and then testing can resume. So they're going through all sorts of things, just making sure that everything is working. They're trying to find faults. They're trying to find bugs. They're testing the payment system. They're testing the withdrawals. They're testing the downline builder. They're testing the messaging system. That everything that's in there, they're testing. They're testing the admin area, and that no, that is very brief, but it is very, very important, because that is what they're doing. And until that has been done, and we say, okay, we can't find any more bugs, doesn't mean there won't be any, but it means that the testers have not been able to find any. We'll go live. It's probably going to take the rest of this week in testing. Maybe not. We'll have to see. But as soon as that testing is complete, we will then be able to make the site live. As I say, it doesn't mean that there won't be any bugs. Once we get a few, 10, 20, 30, 40, 50,000 people in the site doing things, there is a chance that more bugs will come up. But there should be few and far between, and I think they will be relatively minor and easy to correct. So that's where we are now. It is getting very, very close. It's just a case of making sure that things are as right as they possibly can be at the moment. So that's what's taking place. And we got Ghana's come in as well, and Bangladesh. And a very good welcome to everybody that's here, no matter where you're watching from, whether it's YouTube or Twitch or here in Facebook, and no matter which country you're watching from or which continent, you are equally welcome, equally respected. And that is one of the things that we promote very strongly in We Share Abundance, is that we love each other equally. We have that unconditional love. We recognize that we are all souls. We differ in what we look like, but that's just an exterior and not really too important factor. What is important is what's inside people, and what's inside people fighting to get out is just love and sharing, and that is what we like. Nobody is ever born with a prejudice. Prejudice is learned through environment, through all sorts of things that should never happen, really. So if they can be learned, they can be unlearned. And so if you've got any prejudices, and most of us have prejudices that we pick up along the way, then now is the time to start shedding them and getting out and thinking, right, we are all God's children, and we are all brothers and sisters, and we are all equal and should be equally respected. So that is that is exactly our reason for being, really, because we love one another. We want to see one another do well. We want to help the people that are struggling a little bit in life financially. They're struggling at or on below the poverty level. We want to pull those people up, and we want to even things out a little bit. There's always going to be people that create more than others, but even the people that create the least should be able to have a comfortable and stress-free life. Not necessarily will people that create the most have a comfortable and stress-free life. That, once again, is something that we try and teach, that peace that comes from within, and that joy that comes from service. So those are the important things. The generation of income, yeah, that happens, and it will happen more, and it's going to happen in a big way as we start moving forward with the new site and the new plans and things. But it will all happen because we're here to share that abundance, to share love. Okay? And we got more from the USA, California. Let's call that team our exterminators. They get the bugs out. Yeah, I'm not sure that's very complimentary to them, but yeah, it's I like your sense of humor, Liam. Okay. So does Kilt Bang, but that's not a good name. Kilt Bang, I don't know what Kilt Bang is. Okay. Is our new site not ready yet? It's not fully tested yet, Stephen. No, as soon as it is, it'll be released. Deborah Nichols, tread on. We'll see the patience rewarded. Clickbang's a cleaner, is it really? Okay. When I lived in Bermuda, we had a lot of bugs, cockroaches and things, particularly if you weren't very vigilant. And there was a product there, an aerosol called Sluggerbug. And it was absolutely useless. The only way that you could kill a cockroach with that was by hitting it with the can. It was absolutely pathetic. There were others that did work, but this Sluggerbug, I remember Sluggerbug, yeah. And maybe that's why they called it Sluggerbug. You had to slug it, bang, with the can, because the aerosol did nothing. Anyway, that's to do with bug exterminators. And that's what we're doing at the moment. We're just cleaning up the website, making it as ready as we can be to launch and let you enjoy. Okay, it will be in the very near future. Could be within this week, towards the latter end of this week, could be next week, but it will be in that time frame. Right, what else? Numbers. We've got numbers. I won't forget them. I took them out a little bit earlier than usual to make sure I didn't forget them again. So let's do the numbers. And then I want to talk to you about this sort of critical mass situation that you can reach. But where are we? Where are we? Numbers, yeah. Okay. Today is the 18th of October, and we have a net increase of 23 people in our registered members. We talk about a net increase because we take out the members that have been inactive for 2 months. In fact, they haven't logged in for 2 months and they don't have an active stake or anything like that. So we just take them out of the database and put them on the one side. And that can vary. It can be any sort of number, but it's usually around about 100 at this time of the month. So if we have a net increase of 23, it means we've had 123 registrations in the last 24 hours, and we've taken out 100 people. That's the sort of idea behind it anyway. Then we have the active members. These are people that are logging in on a daily basis, and these are averaged over the last few completed days, and then we compare the averages on a day-to-day basis. And the average from yesterday is down by 132 to 14,907, what we class as active members. And then we have pools. We have 6 pools, but we only give you the bottom one and the top one just to save time and to save space in the admin area as well. I couldn't easily get the information for the other pools. And once again, these are net increases. So we have a net increase of 4 in pool 1 to 24,264 people that have staked pool 1. And we have a net increase of 9 elite members, people that have staked all the pools up to pool 6. A net increase of 4 again. I'm reading the wrong column. That have staked pool 6 up to 24,264. And the 9 that I was talking about is our site ranking for We Share Abundance. We climbed 9 places in the last 24 hours to 9,436. And Multiply Weezer site ranking dropped 62 places to 22,238. And Multiply Weezer, we only had 1 new email verified member, but we had 2 people buying advertising that had never bought before, and our bonus pool went up by $6 to $9,222.10. And the tokens are pretty stable. The Weezer Abundance token is showing as being down about $3 or $4, both in waves and in the back office. It was 114 in the back office yesterday, 110 today. The Weezer token is doing a little bit better. It's generally up, but it's almost exactly the same in waves today as yesterday. It's down a fraction of a cent, and it's up in coin ranking by 0.02 of a cent. So it's the same in all. Effectively, it's the same. The trading volume for Weezer was in the last 24 hours $653.04, and the coin ranking is 1,157, and that is up 5 places. And I want to stress that these numbers, while they may be interesting, are not something that we should be very concerned with, quite honestly, at the moment, because we are in a state where we've been waiting for this new site for a long time. A lot of people have become discouraged. We've not really been going out there and promoting in a big way or doing anything very much, although there are quite a number of members now that are helping promote the Weezer token, and that's gone up from, it was at one time down around 1/10 of a cent for a token, and now it's like 0.6 of a cent for a token. And that's a big increase. That's like a 600% increase due to people gradually buying up those tokens. And that's going to happen a lot faster once we get the new site and start implementing a few things. It's not going to happen overnight, but in the very near future, you will see the Weezer token up into the dollars, $1, $2, $3. And it is my aim to get it up to $3 as quickly as possible, and then we'll just let it grow gradually, and it'll be up eventually on a par with the Weezer Abundance token, and that also is around about 1/3 of the price that it should be at, and you'll see that starting to rise as well. So that is that is where we go and what we have. And did I tell you? I think I did, yeah, trading volume 653, and we climbed 5 places in coin ranking to 1,157. You can climb a lot of places in coin ranking at that sort of level, 1,000, around the 1,000s and things, because none of the tokens in that area are doing very much, none of the coins. So once we start doing things, you'll see that come tumbling down, and we'll be into the sort of 500s, and then we'll be working towards the 400s, and that you will see happening there. So they're not vitally important, but they are still interesting, and we've always done it. But you'll start to see more relevant numbers once we get the new site, not just available, but give it a couple of weeks for us to get it rolling and make other changes. There are other things that we're going to implement once the site is live. So there you go. Where are we? Let's have a look at the comments. Will people without referral benefit from EBB? You'll benefit from the fact that it's a far better system for messaging, but it's sales. If you're making no sales, then you won't get any commission from it. No. We've got more from Nigeria popped in. And Kenya and Pakistan. Okay. I still don't think we've seen anybody from South America today so far. Excuse me. Right, I want to talk about critical mass, because this is when you get to a stage where you just can't stop things happening. And that's where we will be going with We Share Abundance. And that is the state that we have reached with that 5 billion sales. It started off slow but steady, and then it gradually picked up and grew. And it's at a point now where nothing can stop that growing. It will continue to grow and grow and grow. When I say nothing can stop it, I mean they could say, "Oh, we're pulling the program," okay, or they can say, "Oh, we've changed our mind. We're not going to pay anybody," and yeah, things like that would stop it. But provided there is some integrity in the management, there's nothing that can stop that growing. And I'm going to show you the growth that we'll have had in just this short few minutes, because we've hit that critical mass and it's just now unstoppable. And we have another similar situation with Vcoins. But Vcoins is slow. It's plodding. It needs to hit some sort of critical mass, but at the moment it's not. It's very slowly building. Bit like We Share Abundance at the moment, very, very slowly building. But we will hit a critical mass. That Vcoins will probably hit a critical mass. What's the difference between why hasn't Vcoins and why has 5 billion sales? And I think the reason is the psychological reason that Vcoins is issuing their token, and people don't really know whether that token is going to be worth anything, even though they say it's tied to Bitcoin and it's anticipated to get to $1 before the end of next year. Whereas 5 billion sales, they're saying we're going to pay you dollars. Okay, so that is the big difference, I think, and that's why people have taken up the 5 billion sale, because they say, oh, dollars, and people aren't so tuned into crypto. V tokens, there's loads of tokens out there. Are they going to be any good? Is it really going to hit 50 cents? But look at it this way, it's free. Why shouldn't you promote it? If everybody gets 2 people, it goes through 20 levels. 2 people through 20 levels fill your matrix with that. And if it does hit $1 or so, you'll be a millionaire. And it's free. So why not just do it anyway? Okay. I know that it's a little bit different because it's a token or a crypto rather than a dollars. So there you go. The other one that launched, not sure, I think it launched yesterday actually, but it's Instant Recall, and they have an app That's what I like to do in the afternoons, have a nap. No, they have an application that is there as an aid to memory. But it also, in the background, and you don't have to use the app, in the background, it works in the same way as Tapestry. And that is, they track the movement of that phone. They don't know who owns the phone. They don't know anything about the owner. It's anonymously tracked where that phone travels to. And that information is saleable, because what they do is they say, okay, they can collate information from hundreds, thousands, maybe even millions of phones, and pick out certain factors, of how many people went to McDonald's in a certain area, or how many people visited a museum or something, and organizations will pay for this information. And so in addition to it being this aid to memory, which you can use or not as you choose, the income that they get from that, they use in two ways. The first way is for every app that is downloaded, they fund a program that buys meals for the hungry, particularly hungry children. And every app will pay for 5 meals. So if you download the app, effectively you're buying 5 meals for some hungry kids. So that's worthwhile just from that point of view. If you get other people to do it, then they're also buying meals for hungry kids. And if you get 10 people, that's 50 meals for hungry children. And yourself, 55 meals for hungry children. But there is more cash available than those 5 meals, and they pay that out in commissions. And that is paid out $1 for your personal referrals and $1 for everybody that you've referred that refers. And if everybody goes out and just gets 10, that would be like $110 commission for you, because you'd refer 10 and those 10 would refer 10. That's 110 in total. So that's $110 commission. But by having referred 10, they also say, okay, you can also have the next level and the next level. That's levels 3 and 4. So that's the people that your people referred, referring people, and another one. And if they all get 10, 100 getting 10 is 1,000. So that's $1,000. No, it's not, sorry, because they only pay 50 cents on levels 3 and 4. It's $500. And then level 4, there would be 10,000 people, because there's 1,000 getting 10 each, and that's $5,000. So it's not a lot of work really there to get $5,000 a month. And I believe there will be various ways that you will get paid on that. They were originally going to just pay it into your bank account, but with it being more global now, because they first of all envisaged it being in the US, but now it's in all English-speaking countries, and it's also in Mexico and India already, and they will be opening it up to the whole world, but those are the countries that are available right now. And so there are different ways of you can get paid, but basically they're paying you in dollars, or I believe you will be able to opt for Bitcoin if you choose to. So that only launched yesterday, and there is a new blog post I did on it today, telling you how to download the app and how to get your thing. And I don't know whether I had the app yesterday to show you. I think I did. Yeah, I think I did have the app. But let me just show you here now. You can, well, you won't be able to see probably, but I'll put it there just in case you can. Up in the top right-hand corner there is points. And that is for the number of people referred. And once again, this is our account. It's not my account. It's on my phone, but it's our account. So anything we get paid is our money. And there are now 1,560 points up there. And I believe that those translate as 5 cents each. So if you divide that by 20, it's what, $78 we've earned there so far. And that only started yesterday. So that's a pretty good sign. So there you go. And you can use it, as I say, you can use it as a memory aid and do various things with it. I don't really know what you can do. I've not examined it. I don't bother with apps and things. But it's there because it is our account. And somebody's got to have it on the phone. So I've got it on mine. Okay. Right. So there. Slow and steady, we will reach our promised land. We will reach our promised land. It's been slow and steady so far. It is going to speed up to some tune in the not too distant future, Mustafa. But slow and steady is always good. But it will speed up in the near future. Okay, what I want to do now, I want to go back to that app. And so I'm going to go to here and share the screen again. So bear with me while I sort this out. Screen, window, 5 billion sales, share. And then it takes me out of that browser. I have to come back in here. Show on stream. Okay, there you go. And that shouldn't have changed because I've not updated anything. I hope it's the same as it was. Where are we? So that's what we had. And this is just what, half an hour or so ago, maybe less. 65,772. I'm going to refresh the page. And it is refreshing now. And it has refreshed. And we now have 65,885. So you can see in half an hour, we've put in an extra 100 and odd people. And sometimes there are thousands of people going in an hour. It's growing very fast. It's hit that critical mass. And if I refresh again now, what is it? 65,885. Let me refresh it again. There you go. 65,886. Just it's added another person just while I've been talking. And that's what's happening. And that's what's going to happen with We Share Abundance. And if you all go out and get your 2 in V cash coins, it'll happen there too. That's 20 levels. This is 16 levels. And earlier on, I just had a look at it, and I'm not going to show you the spreadsheet because that means I have to go in and out of things. But let me find the spreadsheet for it so I can tell you the numbers. It is 5 billion sales. There we go. He said, there we are. Earlier on, when we had 64,515, what have we got now? 65,800. So that earlier on today, we've put in over 1,400 since I did this, and this was probably, I don't know, I'm guessing maybe 10 o'clock this morning. So in whatever that is, you know, 9 or 10 hours or something like that. We put in 1,400 people. I say we, as a community, as a group, all of you guys doing a bit, and the people you've brought in doing a bit. It's hit that critical mass. But at the time, without the new 1,400 that we've put in, if I get back to it now, based on what we think they're going to pay, I mean, they definitely say they're going to pay $400 per annum on personal referrals. No, $100 per annum on personal referrals. Let me see if I've got that right. Yeah, $100 per annum on personal referrals. And we think, this isn't cast in stone, but we think that they're going to pay $5 on all the other 20 levels. And if that is the case, based on the numbers that we had when I did this, which was 64,515, we have an income of $407,125 per year. Okay, nearly $500,000 a year. Don't know when they're going to launch, don't know what it is. But what I wanted to show you, I mean, apart from the income that is possible to be generated, and this, like I say, is growing at 2,000 to 3,000 a day. We're going to double that income in very short time. It's going to be up at around $1 million a year very, very soon, if that is what they're paying. We know they're going to pay 100 on personal referrals. We had 890 of those, so that made up 89,000 of this number, but the other is made up of those other 15 levels that we think are going to be paid at $5. So this is the critical mass situation. That is how things grow, and that is how We Share Abundance is going to grow. And like I say, if we get to, I'm stopping sharing now, if we get to that critical mass in Vcoins, we're going to get a similar situation there. And it all benefits We Share Abundance. That's you and everybody else, and me, of course. Okay. But everybody basically equally. So that's what happens with these free programs that we're promoting. They can possibly deliver quite a sizable chunk of cash to us. Tapestry is live. I don't know what we're earning there. There's nothing, no way you can see the income from that on the web. I'm not sure whether I can download that app onto my phone, being in the UK. It's only launched in America at the moment. So I don't think I can download it, but it's not showing up on the website how much revenue we're getting from that. But as you can see from that instant recall, already we're looking at over $70 in income. And this is monthly. This is monthly. And that's in a day, basically. It launched sometime yesterday, and that's what's happened in the course of a day. And as those people go out and start referring people, then you're going to see that growing exponentially. Because if everybody just goes out and gets 10, that's $5,500, over $5,500. But we've put in a lot at the top. You know, there's probably 100 people or getting on for that will be in at the top. So those 100 people, if they go out and get 10, we're going to have 1,000 people on just our first two levels. So that would be $1,000 just on our first two levels. And that would mean that we'd be having $5,000 on our third level and $50,000 on our fourth level, if everybody goes out and gets 10 monthly. So it's there, it's available, it's possible, it's doable, it's hitting that critical mass situation where you just can't stop it. It's like that snowball rolling down the hill. It just keeps getting bigger and bigger and bigger as it picks up more snow and more speed. And that's what's happening. And I wanted to show you that with that $5 billion sales, because sometimes you think, oh, well, does this really happen? Do we ever really see that sort of growth? And I wanted to show you that, yeah, we do see it happen. I've seen it on many occasions. I've built organizations before that have hit critical mass. And we're doing it now with various free programs that we're in with We Share Abundance. And it's exciting. So let me get back to Facebook. I can't see any more comments there, which is unusual. Everybody's been muted somehow. I don't know whether that's Facebook hasn't allowed them, or whether you're all gone to sleep, or whether you're all gobsmacked at what's going on. But there you go. That is happening now. Okay. And that pretty much covers what I've got for you for today. Get involved if you're in any of those countries, English speaking or India or Mexico. You can now download that Instant Recall app. Go to my blog to get the thing, and you can get on there. Or if you know somebody that's already got it, you can join under them. It's the same difference, you know. It's a little bit fiddly to do it, but if I can do it, everybody can do it. But it did. I found it a bit messy and fiddly to do it, but it still didn't take long. It only took me a few minutes because I followed those instructions that I got from Jay, who is our sponsor. Jason's been one of my subscribers for a long time, and she introduced me to this Instant Recall. And we've been around the block a lot, Jason and myself, in lots of different programs, and she's been very supportive in most of them, and we try and support her where we can too. Okay, so that's it pretty much. Somebody added a comment there. Hooray for WISA family. Okay, hip hip hooray, hip hip hooray, hip hip hooray. I don't know whether we still do that in rugby. We always used to do it, you know, when I was playing, right up to the when did I stop playing? I don't think I played in the 2000s. Certainly 1990s I played. And we always used to do that in rugby union for the team that we played against. And the rugby league players thought it was incredibly stupid, which it possibly is. No, it wasn't. It's respectful. And they used to call us the hip hip hooray game, you know, the rugby union wallers, where the rugby league were the hard men down the mines, and came up to, they got time off to play the rugby league, and that's what caused the split actually, because it was deemed as professional to get time off from your job to play a sport. And rugby union was all really amateur, you know, until, I don't know, they turned professional too late for me to make any money. I'm not sure that I would have done anyway, but you never know. Okay, so that's what we have for you. Is the app in Nigeria, sir? Not yet, no. India, Mexico, and English-speaking countries. I'm not sure what they class as English-speaking countries, but I would think it's like England, Ireland, New Zealand, Australia, South Africa. It's South Africa. I'm not sure whether South Africa is included in the English-speaking countries. I don't know. But Nigeria isn't, anyway. I'm pretty sure Nigeria isn't. So if in doubt, ask support. I'm not sure how you get in touch. Oh, you can get in touch with them from the app, but if you can't download it, of course, you can't do that. I'm sure a lot of these questions will be answered in the near future. There is a Telegram group. Let me see if I can find the Telegram group. What's it called? It's called Instant Recall, I think, wherever it is. Maybe it's not a Telegram group. Maybe it's a Skype group. Just a minute. Let's have a look at Skype. Okay. Yeah, there is a Skype group. How do I share that with you? I think now joining via link. Copy link to clipboard. Where's Facebook gone now? I'll paste that link in there. I might get shot for doing this, but anyway. That is the Telegram group for, not the Telegram group, the Skype group for Instant Recall. So if you've got questions about it, get in there. But download the app if you can, and check it out. Check it out. I mean, the great thing about it is, even if you do nothing, you don't share it. All you've got to do is have it on your phone. It's totally anonymously collecting that information. No harm, no detriment to you, and you're going to feed 5 hungry kids. Okay, can't get better than that, can it? So that's it. That's what we've got for you. Avazoo have a webinar tonight, but it's 1 o'clock in the morning for me here, so I'll be in dreamland, I'm afraid. I don't know whether their site is live now. I checked it earlier on and it wasn't. So you'll have to check it. But they're supposed to be coming back online today with the updates and things. So as usual, we'll leave with the Avazoo song. Avazoo, zoo, zoo, a win for you is a win for me. Avazoo, zoo, zoo, it's $1 billion spree. Avazoo, zoo, zoo, we're a happy family. Avazoo, zoo, zoo, we're all helping charity. See you all same time, same place tomorrow with the latest